Welcome back, everyone. So today what I'm covering in the demo is where I found secrets and hidden things. So obviously I'm still on the PS5PRO, and the settings I've got on for today are quality, PSSR on, and HDR's on as well. So I've not really messed with any of the other settings. So apart from that, let's go. Oh, and I've turned the luminescence up as well since the last video because YouTube's compression tends to make everything dark. So the first thing that you'll get is this. A large gold cast medallion with 8 figures and a sphere embossed into one side. Classified entry, access denied. Run down here. So I'm presuming in the full game, hopefully there's an option to sort of inspect everything we get rather than just looking at it. Like turn it around sort of thing, if you get what I mean. Now normally I wouldn't go and talk to this dude, but I need the key, so...
You must be lost to wander around Sinedra Forest. I'm afraid I have very little to offer. You're welcome to stay and catch your breath. Frankly, I could use the company.
Who are you?
The name's Ernest Cadell. My family has tilled the earth here for generations. When the Sabinian army dug in for the winter, they used our home as their headquarters. I wasn't here at the time, but my sons were. When I finally came back, the Sabinians were long gone. They left my sons' bodies in the forest. My only solace is knowing that my fourth son might still be alive. I hope he finds his way home, if he's out there somewhere.
Do you know where the village of Jova is located?
It's in Akasa Marshes. It's quite a ways from here. I'm afraid you're going to need a vehicle. Unfortunately, I have none. A group of strange-looking soldiers arrived here last night in an APC. Perhaps you can ask them for help. It's not the first time I've seen them. They always seem to be snooping around here for something.
Where can I find the APC?
They parked their APC just beyond the woods, to the north. Once in the woods, follow the wind chimes. They will lead the way through. I hung them in the trees so my sons would stop getting lost when they were children. Setharus, bless their souls. The gate to enter the woods is locked. Here, take this key to unlock it.
Yeah, so as I said, I won't be covering all story aspects
Hey,
yet.
Gus, Arlo, Otis, please pick up. It's Atticus. I've been trying to call for days now. Phone lines keep going down, so I don't know when I'll be able to call you back, but I'll keep trying. Hey, don't go killing Sabs without me. See you soon.
Yeah, so I won't be covering every piece of literature that we pick up, or letter or whatever. I'll be doing that in the full playthrough. This demo that I'm covering today is literally just to show what I found. And then hopefully as a community we can all share our secrets. So we've got a note here, right by the truck. Yeah, when the game fully releases, we'll cover every single square inch of the game. So you've got a bell here. A bronze bell marred with scorch marks and natural abrasion. Classified entry, access denied. Yeah, so what I was saying about turning things earlier, you can see we're looking at the picture like this, right? And it kind of looks like there's a light flashing on the left-hand side. So I'm hoping when the game releases, we can move that about, because at the moment we can't do anything with it. Obviously that area there will unblock when the full game comes out. That is a key that we need to go and get. Where is it? A bit further up. There's dude that we need to speak to. So that says your dummies won't ever find where I hid the key. You're all too stupid. Arlo can't read. 4 eyes, Gus probably too blind to see the red boulder. And Ass is too small to climb all the way up the hill. So, hinting at a key. Let's see. Go this way. So might as well get the conversation with this dude out the way real quick.
You found me. Epsilon 12, right? I can't see shit. I have blood in my eyes. You must have honed in on my distress beacon.
Who are you?
Sifo 451, Epsilon 11. I got separated from my unit. They're still down there behind that door. We were on an SSC, and we got jumped. I'm not sure how I got here. All I remember is hearing that door shutting behind me. I must have triggered something. We need the key to the APC. We need to get the fuck out of here.
Who has the APC key?
The sergeant has the key. He's inside with the team. The sergeant's easy to spot. He's the one with a dark red poncho. Shit. I'm hurt pretty bad. I need to stop the bleeding. Look, we have a med kit in the camp we set up in the woods west of here. We marked the trees to make it easier to navigate. Bring me the med kit, and I'll give you what you need to open the door.
Cool. So the first part to his puzzle, once we've got the thing, is to go up there. I think everybody that's played the demo knows that. But for now, let's go up. So one thing I did notice playing the demo, if you kill enemies in the area, then they'll stay dead. But if you leave the area in the APC, they'll come back. Right, even if you blockheads find the key, I bet you'll never find the treasure chest. The blue paint is harder to see than the red. Really? There's the blue one, by the way. So that's kind of funny. Right, let's not follow the wind chimes for a moment. But yeah, I'm really excited for this game. I like games where you've got to go looking for stuff. So the key, so what we've been getting in the letters, is here. And then you'll come across the encampment. Now, obviously in the full game, all these tree stumps will be gone so we can explore more. So I'll show you this now before the enemies spawn. This is the camp that you'll come to collect some stuff. So that's the med kit the dude wants. Letters. And a vial. So the first secret I found was here. And you can get in this door. I spent probably about half hour, 35 minutes, something like that, just messing about with these dials. Eventually it will open and there's like 8 things inside, maybe 9. Mainly glyphs, but it looks like you will equip to your weapon or armor later on in the game. But that said, now that we've done that, let's go and get this box. The pasta. And this will get us our first helpful piece for our armor. Behold the magnificent treasure of the Cadell family. It belongs to our great-great-great-great-grandpa. Please don't break it, you nitwits. So new defensive gear acquired. The item can be equipped in the loadout of the datapad. It's a bracelet of ecstasy, 1 ton of destruction. Giving 5% damage absorption, plus 500 endurance bonus, and a stamina reduction cost of 40%. And if you look at the colour of it, it looks like the legendary colour that we that we get in our RPGs. So there might be a colour system in the game, like blue, green, purple, legendary. Nice. Let's go back down. Speak to dude.
Good. You got the medkit. Okay. See that ladder over there? Climb it to the top. Take this. You'll need it to open the door.
So yeah, like I said, I've raised the luminescence in the game because once you go into the underground bit in a minute, it's quite dark. And I know YouTube's a bit punishing with compression, so. As far as I remember, it is that. That. Nope, wrong way around. That. And that. The solution is just round the corner, here. Up on the wall. I was just being lazy, I didn't want to go around and look at it. And the other part there. Nice. Let's not take fall damage. Nice. Let's see how this goes. It definitely looks better compared to when I made the video the other day. It's so dark in here. Right, so I'm hoping as well on the full game that some of these doors are actually open rather than shut. That's it. Get the letter. Like this here, if you look through here before the cutscene kicks in, there's actually a door there. But let's deal with this boy. So there is a door that you can go in down there, and it gives you access to this one, but if anybody played the demo, we know the code anyway. That's him dealt with. There is another armor piece around here. I think it's on the second floor. I will say this game really reminds me a lot, aesthetically, of The Evil Within. And maybe the Devil May Cry when it comes to the fighting mechanics. I've seen some YouTubers say because it's got a parry or a block, it's Dark Souls. It's nothing like Dark Souls. The developers have stated it's not a Souls game. I think people tend to forget there were a lot of fighting games already out before Dark Souls was even a thing. Thousands and thousands of games. Where's this hidden piece? There it is. Defensive gear. Braces of terror, intimidating bulwark. So another 5% damage absorption. And another endurance bonus, protection bonus of 20%, and a lingering duration of 20 seconds. Not sure what that means. But hey, defense is defense. So yeah, when you look round at this, with the skeletons in cages, it really seriously reminds me of The Evil Within. Right, go through and fight the next lot of enemies. I do also know that at the start of the demo it says that progress won't be carried over. So obviously anything we find in these we're going to have to come back and do again. Alright mate. Because it looks like we've got a lot of doors that we can potentially access and stairs. Like this with the rocks in the way. And then that. Oh, very cool. Now there's meant to be a way when you're fighting the enemies, you'll see like sparkles, bubbles around you. If you hit the R1 button, it's meant to heal you, but my timing seems to be kind of lacking with that. We've got some axes. Now this door here, we will come back to this. This is one of the, don't know if you'd call it a secret or a hidden thing. Now we've dealt with that. So in here. And pick up this. That's the first medallion to the door we just passed. What's this way? And more stuff outside. Grab that. APC key. So as I say, for anybody that has not played the demo, basically once you step into the APC, it's literally the end of the demo, near enough. So if you want to do any exploring, do it before stepping in the APC. So the next hidden thing is actually in this area. What's that? Ready stamina. Right, yeah, the next thing was round here. So if you run round by where the holes are. You for real, dude. Then what you'll find is there's another door here. And the syllable that it wants to go in the door, I've not found that in the demo.
Hello? Please help us. We've been locked in here for days. We came all the way from Talju to meet a man named Lamech Gant. He claimed he could smuggle us south across the mountains. We sold everything we owned, but it still wasn't enough to cover his fee. We told him about an office in town, Vanderlyn Trust. Some rich corporate types that are bound to have left some valuables behind. So he locked us in here while he went to Talju to ransack the place. He said he'd be back in 2 days. It's been close to a week. Who's there? Please,
So yeah,
we're in here.
I haven't found the symbol for that, so if anybody does, drop a comment and let me know what's in there. So coming back out, I will go first to the next one. So another puzzle here that I couldn't solve. If you come up the stairs, there's a door here, and this door's got blocks that you interact with. And again, I haven't got them, so I don't know what that is. Let's kill the boy here. And then very quickly we'll grab this. With that pace now, I can show you the door that we passed on the way in. Which was down here. So yeah, as I said, the enemies stay dead. And so you leave the area. So at the end of this demo, you leave to go to the second area, which is where the demo ends. If you come back to this area, all the enemies are alive again. So I'll put the things in here now, but once you do, just know there is an enemy behind this door. No, not that one. Idiot. So with him dead, we now come in here. More lore. And a glyph. So that door I showed you by the camp, if you break the code and get into it like I did, there are about 8 or 9 items in there, and most of them are glyphs. I'll just quickly get out of this area. And this time we'll work our way up top to where I found another hidden item. So yeah, I've also seen a couple of people moaning saying there's no map. And I don't really think the game needs a map. The map isn't massive enough. Like an Elden Ring type thing, right? Where you're going to get lost. It's big and there'll be exploration areas, but it's not Elden Ring size big. What? Suppose while I'm thinking about it, I'd better equip a health potion, really, hadn't I? So once you get to this area, obviously there's 2 enemies here, which I'm not going to bother fighting because that's a door you can't get through. But if you drop down here, another glyph. Still not figured out what them things are for that we're picking up. I'm presuming some kind of weapon upgrade later on. Right, goodbye here. So yeah, with that said, that's pretty much all I have found in the demo so far when it comes to secrets. As I said, you've got the door by the camp. You've got the door just above me where you've got to put something square in the holes. You've got the lady in the trenches who wants letting out, and I couldn't find the symbol for that either. And then you've got a bunch of glyphs to pick up for later on in the game. So this watch goes back to the first guy you speak to when you first enter this area. And then we've got these sort of items. So like I said, if you look at this, I'm really hoping that you can like really inspect it, turn it around like you do in sort of the Evil Within. Or Resi, something like that. But that's it, guys. I don't want to waste your time, so I'm going to jump onto the final part. And I will say, if you want to see how big the map is in the game, obviously this is your NPC for going area to area. Once you click this, and most people just click that straight away, you can actually zoom in and see the full size of the map, and it looks massive. So I'm presuming that what will happen is you'll go from, say, this area to, say, here, and then that's an area within itself that you explore. And then you need the NPC to go to the other area, which would be like this one. But other than that, didn't mean to back us. Go here. As I say, I do appreciate you all sticking around. If you found any other secrets yourself or any ways into the stuff I couldn't get into, let me know. But I say from here, this is pretty much the end of the demo. You can get back in the APC and go back to the other area. And again, I'm hoping in the demos that a lot of these areas that are blocked are actually open. So yeah, as I said, this was more just showing people what I have seen or found, which is more than likely the sort of thing I might be doing on the videos as well. So whether I do a full let's play or just stuff that I find through the game, like door codes, hidden items, not too sure yet. Box of bronze acorns, an ammunition crate holding hundreds of small bronze acorns. So we know what this dude's story is. So again, this is the end of the demo, guys. So thank you once again for stopping by. I will be making full coverage. Full coverage of this game when it comes out, whether it be a stream or videos. There'll be a ton of secrets that I also put out there. But yeah, this is the area that it looks like we lead to after this, and there's the city over there. You've got some strange mushroom head looking monster in front of us down there. And then that thing. So yeah, thank you for stopping by, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.